Okay, so I want to do another fielding 5 today. I want to do the fielding 5 on back pain again. Last time I went over a few muscles, but then I got to thinking, like, there's more muscles for back pain because there's so many muscles in the body. I wanted to discuss specifically back pain related to sitting in a chair. So when we sit in a chair, it bends our body, and certain muscles, especially in here, are contracted. Even though you're not contracting them per se consciously, they're contracted. Now, the muscle I'm talking about is the muscle that lifts our leg. The muscle that lifts your leg is the iliacus and the psoas. The iliacus and the psoas, when we are sitting, they're contracted, because when we're in this position, to bring my leg up, I have to contract that muscle right in here. So, if that's contracted all day long, where does the muscle go? It goes from your ilium to the front of your spine. It goes underneath your intestines. So if it goes underneath your intestines to the front of your spine, it's attached like right around where the ribs end, kind of on the other side. And so when you go to stand up after it's being contracted for a long time, it doesn't want to let go. And you get kind of this feeling where you're like, oh, I'm like fighting my own body. I'm like, oh, and then you feel it in your back. You're like, oh, my back. And then your back hurts because these muscles here don't want to let go. So how do you get them loose? The way you get them loose, you need an acumasseur. This one's kind of a cyborg. It's usually a red ball here and a black one here. This one's been pieced together because my kids got to it. I got another brand. Anyway, but yeah, acumasseur. These things are great. One of the best massage tools out there. They come apart. I'm actually gonna take this side, and you just simply take it apart. We use this end, the handle, because we can actually release our psoas by jamming it in. So you find the top, right where your hip bone is, you can feel kind of where it's round. And right where that hip bone is, kind of like in the center where it's round, is right where you put the acumasseur handle. You want to breathe in, push the belly out when you breathe, and then exhale, and then push. And it'll feel kind of sharp. And then you kind of just hold it until it lets go a little bit. It's not as sharp. So when it's not as sharp, when it's not as painful, that's when you know the muscle's actually stretching. So you want to push and hold, and then let go, and then go again. Extend the belly, and then exhale. While pushing, you're pushing down, and then it goes up. Think about your intestines. Think about your guts here. It goes between the gut. You don't want to jab your gut, but you can follow it. Now you angle this little handle. After you push in, you angle towards the spine. So you have to think about where is it going, and it goes kind of diagonal towards the spine. And you can actually hook in and then push up. Hook in, then push up. And then you don't want to get your ribs too much, but because you'll feel this little handle, it'll poke up, because when you push in and it's going up, you don't want to get your ribs too much, but it does go underneath the ribs. So you could kind of push in and then follow underneath. Oh, no, I can't talk right now. I get you. I mean, jab myself that bad, but I can't talk. So you got to follow underneath the ribs. So on the exhale. So breathe in, exhale, and then underneath the ribs. There you go. And there we go. Okay, yes. And then, of course, you want to do both sides. Over there, and then in, and then up. And then there's another one though. There's another one I want to show you. And this one's called the TFL. The TFL isn't on the inside, it's on the outside. So if you go right to where the bony ridge is there, your hip, and then there's also the kind of the pokey part right there on your hip. Right between, it's just that long. It's a very little one. So right between the two, you go from there to there, right into the center. You might have to move your belt out of the way. But anyway, you just that's your tensor fascia lata. Mine's kind of tight. So, on the same thing, just kind of push, and then you hold, and then you let it release. And those are two muscles I definitely encourage to release for if you're sitting for a long time. So, there's your tip on how to release the psoas in your TFL, the tensor fasciae lati. These are going to be tight when you have a lot of sitting that you'll be doing. So I encourage anybody that's doing a lot of sitting, if you're standing up and it's like, oh, my back, I highly encourage you to get an acumasseur. You can actually find one on happyhealingtoyou.com. Click on the link and you can purchase one from us there. But anyway, release the psoas, release the TFL. It might take more than just 5 minutes. You might actually want to spend 5 minutes per muscle. So that's like 20 minutes. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So anyway, this is another Fielding 5 video. I hope that everybody has a little less back pain from this, and happy healing to you.